It's safe to say Khloé Kardashian and Scott Disick have a unique relationship. They first met back in 2006, when Scott began dating Khloé's older sister Kourtney. However, when Scott and Kourtney broke up in 2015, he still remained close with Khloé. In recent years, the two have grown even closer, so much so that fans have speculated they may have become more than just friends. There was even speculation that he may have gotten Khloé pregnant. The two addressed the wild gossip about their relationship on the January 8th premiere episode of Khloé's podcast. Every day we're like, "You got Khloé pregnant?" I'm like, "Yes, Dad, I got Khloé pregnant," and he's like, "Okay," Scott said, recalling the tabloid gossip. Khloé cleared things up, in case Scott's sarcastic response to his dad got misunderstood. "You never got me pregnant." Scott continued by pointing out the tabloids often linked him with other Kardashian-Jenner sisters, too. "Every week I got a different sister pregnant," he said. "Like, where's the kids?" The two close friends also shot down the rumor that they've been intimate. "You were the #1 person that got requested to be on my podcast," Khloé said. "And then my #1 question, have you and I ever hooked up?" Though Scott joked they had, Khloé cut to the chase. "No, we haven't." Scott mused that people just like to over-exaggerate the great friendship he and Khloé have. They just run with anything. Just like, "Oh, look at their relationship, they're close." Boom. "Let's just say something ridiculous," Scott said. Like, "Bro, I have children with her sister. We're not soulmates." Obviously, I say a lot of gross things that are probably too much, but that's just who I am. I'm not serious. The fact that people think that is psychotic. Khloé took the thought process one step further. "The crazy thing is, if we actually were together, we would be annihilated for it," she pointed out. "No one's ever happy." Khloé Kardashian and Scott Disick recently took a nostalgic stroll down memory lane during the debut episode of Khloé in Wonderland, that in the duo reflected on one of their most outrageous moments, a drunken wrestling match at the iconic Chateau de Versailles. "Do you remember when we wrestled, like straight up crazy drunk wrestled, in the middle of the Versailles?" Disick asked, setting the tone for the wild story. Kardashian replied with a laugh, "Kim and Kanye rented the entire Chateau de Versailles, and you and I started wrestling on the floor in front of thousands." The night in question took place during Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's pre-wedding celebrations. Both Khloé and Disick admitted they were far from their best that evening. "You and I were having a drinking competition," Kardashian revealed. "I took an entire bottle of vodka, drank it, and we started wrestling on the floor." Disick chimed in, recalling the scene. "It was during the wedding party, and we were throwing things. People were like, 'This is a museum. You can't be wrestling and throwing things.' The incident left them both in trouble with family members. My mom kicked me out of the room and was like, 'You're disgusting,' Kardashian shared. Kourtney was yelling at you. We were shamed in the hallway." Despite the embarrassment, the pair looked back on the event with humor. "Obviously, we'd still have fun, but we would never be throwing bottles around and wrestling through the Versailles," Kardashian added, laughing. The conversation naturally shifted to the evolution of their relationship. "I think the evolution of you, and the growth of you, is such a beautiful thing," Kardashian told Disick. "I mean, I consider you one of my best friends, and I love you so much." Disick also touched on his role as a father, and how he uses his past as a teaching tool. "I do explain to Mason how drinking affected me, and how badly it put me in certain places," he said. "I'm not treating you any different because of my mistakes, or how I lived. But if I saw the problem with alcohol with you, I will take action." The podcast episode also included reflections on fame's impact on their lives. "The only real pro is money, right? And then everything else is a con," Disick admitted. Kardashian agreed, adding, "Isn't that sad how calculated we could be? There's no way you or I could just, like, go to a random restaurant with somebody we don't know." Khloé in Wonderland is an hour-long podcast featuring celebrity guests. It premiered on January 8th on X, a part of the platform's Originals on X franchise.